the Agile Brand.
AI assistants seem to be popping up everywhere today, but they're usually relegated to a single set of functions. They don't have the context of the larger campaigns and projects you're working on, and they can't help you across the many types of work you need to do every day as a marketer. But what if there was a contextual, consistent, and versatile AI assistant made specifically for marketers and tied to a system that has all the tools marketers need to create amazing experiences for customers? Welcome to One Amazing Thing About Optimizely. I'm your host, Greg Kihlström, and I'd like to welcome Anthony Aiosa, VP Customer and Product Marketing at Optimizely, and he's going to be sharing one amazing thing about Opal with us today. Anthony, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Greg, and thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing this in action here. So, why don't we get started? Before you share and show us all about it, why don't you give a little background on you and your role at Optimizely?
Absolutely, yeah. So VP of Customer Marketing and Product Marketing here at Optimizely, and our focus is pretty simple. We are doing our best to help marketing teams just like ours realize the value of Optimizely One. Optimizely One is our suite of digital experience tools that spans everything from the planning and collaboration of marketing campaigns to the creation of content for those campaigns to the layout and delivery on your website, all the way to the testing and personalization that you might do for your customer experience. All of that comes together in Optimizely One, and we aid and supplement that with Opal, which is what we're here to talk about today. It's the AI within Optimizely.
Great. Well, yeah, let's take a look.
All right. So as I mentioned, Opal is the AI within Optimizely One. And we bring all the tools that marketers need to do their daily jobs together and under one platform. And Opal is there to assist at every step along the way. So here I am. I'm in the dashboard of Optimizely, and you can see Opal's already making recommendations for a campaign that I should run. As I go into creating the campaign, Opal's going to draw on my past campaign performance actually to make suggestions, not just in terms of the objectives, but also the topics that I should cover, all the way to the segments of audiences that are most applicable for this campaign. This is using real data-driven insights from the previous campaign performance. So you can see that we already have a campaign brief that we've constructed using last year's data, and I can move into the actual execution of tactics and activities, the first of which is the landing page for this campaign. So as I build this out, you can see how Opal will make copy recommendations, and I can toggle between these. This one looks good, so I'll choose that. And I can extend that to the visual assets for the campaign itself. All of this is using real brand guidelines, real brand context, and I can apply that to the landing page. It goes all the way to the personalization, as I mentioned. As I generate variations for this campaign, I can see all of those and view them next to each other. So you can see, Greg, Opal has allowed me to go from ideation into execution. I've gone from nothing to a campaign kit effectively in just a matter of clicks, and it's all based on real data.
Yeah, wow, that's and it's interesting because I saw in the corner there's like industry insights, so it looks like it's pulling from your data as a brand, it's pulling from external sources, it's based on marketing results, it's based on creative. So like I guess that's when you were saying, how it ties everything together, that's the real power there, right?
Absolutely. And that's one of the big announcements we just made at Opticon, our annual customer conference, is the ability for Opal to support your unique brand guidelines, right? So Opal is drawing on that data specific to your organization, which helps to provide even more valuable output specific to your brand and your data.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the challenge. And as I use a lot of AI tools, and I have my go-to things or whatever, but working with brands and everything, like you can't just plug in stuff to chat GPT. No offense, OpenAI, but like you can't just plug stuff in like randomly and hope to get something that's like brand specific and based on your past data. So that, yeah, it seems really powerful to be able to do that and so quickly.
That is, there are prompting techniques that people use. I think the term prompt engineer is a title that's becoming increasingly popular and is going to become a skill set in its own right. But even still, the power of your AI is only as good as the output, I should say, of your AI is only as good as the input and what that AI is drawing upon, right? And so that's why the ability for Opal to pull on your unique brand guidelines and brand data and supplement it by pulling from all these various data points within the Optimizely subsystem of tools makes it all the more powerful. It really puts so much power into the hands of marketing practitioners that they have all of that and they're able to apply AI in just a matter of clicks. So
Yeah. Well, wonderful. Well, Anthony, thanks so much for joining and showing this off. For those that like what they saw and want to learn a little bit more, what's the best way for them to do that?
absolutely. Well, I would say, I mean, I think the easy answer is, visit us on the website for sure, right? Optimizely.com. I would also say that, we do a lot on social and please take a look at all of our channels. I hope your audience will find that we very intentionally try to do things a little bit differently. So take a look at our stuff, take a look at our content. Hopefully it brings out some different, you might even get a chuckle out of it. And so feel free to reach out directly. And we have an AI playbook as well that we just recently launched. So all of that is accessible on our website, on our social channels, and we're here to help.
Wonderful. Great. Well, again, I'd like to thank Anthony Aiosa, VP Customer and Product Marketing at Optimizely, for joining the show. You can learn more about Anthony and Optimizely by following the links in the show notes.